Hello everyone, welcome on back to Hutan Pantai. Alright, so today we have lots and lots of harvest to be done. We have, what, 3 long grain rice fields as well as 2 oat fields. The one we bought and then one of our original fields already. Well, I think I'm gonna start on the long grain rice because we gotta get the truck switched over still. So we can't really get very far with the one of the oats fields if it fills up. I'll probably just do a little bit here and then I will put a worker on it. I'll go and grab the truck. We can get it switched over. I might consider seeing if I can buy a trailer to pull behind it too. Just something. And I am seeing that we suffered quite a bit of hail damage with these crops. Like every single field has some damage to it. So we might end up basically doing every single field, harvesting all the fields. And we might just see if we can rent a bigger cultivator, because we got like I said, basically every field has some sort of damage to it. Direct drill does not take care of it. So we'd have to do another way. Although we have 2 fields here of the rice that could, that could still be fine. It can be planted fine, as long as it's long grain rice. We could try and do that. Do these 2 fields. Put long grain back in. That one will need to be cultivated though. If all goes well, I'm hoping water buffalo by the end of next year. Hopefully early next year though. That is probably what'll hopefully happen in the end though. And I was going to accept 1 contract, because I think I'm going to try to limit it to about 1 contract. Otherwise, we're doing, 20 grand a month off of them. That's probably a little bit much. But I think if we limit to 1, 2, right around, $10,000 a month, that might not be too bad. Unless, of course, we have like a down month where we have nothing else to do. So we'll do that one. Like I said, otherwise we're basically just always making a tons of money from contracts. So I think we'll limit it a little bit by doing that. Yeah, lots of hail damage in every single field. We can take a look. Hail damage, hail damage, hail damage, hail damage. Hail damage here. Hail damage. Yeah, literally every field except for 2 have hail damage. Even a lot of the neighbors' fields are looking rather bad as well. We might hold off on the trailer for this, but I think there's 1 trailer that it does actually pull. But we might hold off, because we'll need it later. Because we have a tons of stuff to bring down to be sold eventually. Telehandlers down here. After our storm chasing adventures last time. Yeah, we'll just customize this. We'll get the contract going. But yeah, I ended up having such a tough time getting out of that forest, I just had to reset it to back to the store. I did actually add 1 more mod in recently. It's the parked vehicles mod, I think it is. Basically means, the forklifts and stuff I have at the store and the warehouse, we can't tab to it. We can still get in and drive it, but it's parked, so Figured it's probably a little bit more realistic than being able to tab right to, you know, equipment that isn't ours. Technically it is, but it's not. If that makes sense. I'm hoping at least a small amount of water buffalo. That's the goal. I don't know if we're going to get tons of them. But I think if we can do the $250,000 pen, it's probably a little less than $300,000 to place it. I know we're quite a ways away, but I think if we're close enough, we might be able to pull a loan out. I prefer not to, but nice part is this will just empty right into here. So I figure it's a good field to start with. We can just empty it right in. Yeah, I was considering getting... Is it in here? Yes. This trailer. I'm pretty sure this does work as almost like a flatbed almost. In the standard mode. And then you have obviously the extension, which would mainly be used for grain purposes. Now, that'd be a nice little extension. We might get it this winter because we'll have a bunch to sell. We have our mower that's still sitting here. We'll bring it home eventually. It just doesn't make sense to quite yet. We don't have any grass fields. The plan is, though, is to make this field out here at least the first grass field. If we need more, then we could obviously add more. And I wanted to look, how much fertilizer and seeds do we have? Not a ton. I don't think we have a ton around here. There's lime in this. I don't know. There's solid fertilizer in that. Yeah, we'll buy, seeds bags are not in this category. We'll buy 2 more of solid fertilizer. And seeds, we'll buy 2 bags, because I think we can actually bring 4 bags total with the telehandler. So I think it would be better than this. Yes, these fields do automatically have 1 layer on them. So that must just be a rice thing. I noticed that with just the plain rice too, the wet rice, if you will. We might do long grain again. We might. Of course, the harvester is done once again. Try to get that switched over because I want to get as many harvests done as I can this month. Oh, don't go that way. Don't go that way. That would have been bad. Once that's done with the long grain rice, it'll get moved down to maybe the far out field, the one that we bought. That way that one can possibly get worked on first. Possibly get some grass into it. Then I think next month will be when we'll look to possibly rent a cultivator. Like, if we had time, we could possibly have that field down there cultivated. It's just, I need to obviously get the hail damage gone. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's a bug that direct drills don't work with it. Kind of think it would. I mean, I can go in right after harvest and be fine, but You know, some hail damage, that's not good. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and start the time lapse. We'll finish out this field and that bottom field real quick. I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done.
Dive beyond the surface, I'll let you in. Wild abandoned soul. When you say that you mean it, the fire grows. Frigid bones, melting slow. Oh, the highs will fade and my walls might break when I'm frozen.
Alright, so we're just about done here, just a little bit there to do. I think we can easily get all of the rice fields replanted today, actually. Let's get this, the harvester, out of the field and we can get this field cultivated. Which right now we don't have any rice in there at all, so we haven't been making any rice patties. It's just been canned peas for a little while. Yeah, and peas, I don't think we have a ton left in here, do we? 1,300 liters, so not a ton. We have to turn on the long grain rice rolls / rice bag. And it should automatically go into just rice rolls. It looks like there's only one form of rice roll. So let's grab, I went by it, yeah. We'll grab this, we'll get it on the cultivator. Have it work on that field. I mean, I guess in theory, all we really have to do is cultivate the section that is hail damaged. Push that out of the way. Which isn't a ton in any of the fields, so we could try and just, you know, cultivate those sections. I'm not sure how you'd be able to tell if you've got them. I mean, I guess if you cultivate this whole section right in there, you could tell, yeah, I cultivated the bad section. So I guess there's a way to make it work. Make sure crate fields is off. Yes, it is. We'll work around that. This is done. Get it completed. Almost $5,000, not too bad. And well, there ain't even that any good contracts in here, really. Like the weeding one is good. Just obviously we have a bunch of things to do ourselves, so we can't be spending our time. Yeah, we'll do this field out here first. That way we can work on it first, get it planted first, get grass in the ground first. Ooh, another special offer. That's the nice thing, is I used to only check sales once a month. And now I get to see it multiple times. So this is what a forge mixer wagon. It's a forge mixer, TMR mixer. It's a small one. We could need it eventually, but I think we are quite a ways out from that. Is that the new TMR symbol? There's two different ones there. Plus one's with the mineral feed, one's not. That might be it. We're quite a ways from needing that, so I don't think it's a good idea to buy something that we're probably a year out from ever using. Yeah, this field here may not yield the best because we got into it a little late. Because I was hoping, obviously, to get it weeded as well because it's double fertilized. But I came in with a hoe and the actual crop has grown too much at that point. We'll start over here. So we're a little late on that. We could definitely extend this field quite a bit, actually. There is a path through there, so we can't expand that way. But we could, you know, get a couple of feet extra on this side, near this side of the road. See, I think it's not, yeah, 62% yield bonus. It does need lime as well, so I'll actually have to get lime done on it. So there's a couple things hurting the yield. We could have went in and sprayed the weeds. But, I mean, I don't think that's the end of the world. We already were getting a pretty cut down yield just from it not having lime on it. Hopefully we still end up pretty good on it. Sometimes it's tough to say, obviously. But yeah, this field isn't too big. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and start up another time lapse. We should be able to finish out this field fairly quickly. So I'll text everyone once the time lapse is done.
There you are, my escape. When I feel I've lost it all, and my eyes will fade and my walls might break when I'm frozen. There you are, my escape. When I feel I've lost it all, you're the best thing that's ever happened. You're the best thing that's ever happened. Find words that echo inside my head. Loud, lonely song. When you say that you mean it, the embers glow. Whispered smoke warms the cold.
Alright, so we're just about done here with this harvest. Just one more strip after this. Should be able to fit everything into the combine. Honestly, it's not too bad to tell where the hail damage is after harvest. I mean, it looks pretty visually different, so we can hopefully get that straightened out. Yeah, next time it looks like we'll have the other oat field to do. Hopefully get this field squared away, figured out. Because yeah, I mean, if we play this smart, we can just cultivate that section. We will need to get a lime on this. Oh wait, no reason even to try to unload this. Be far quicker to do that and cheaper than renting another cultivator. So we can just use our smaller one to do that field, or just do the the small bits that need it. think that would probably be the most cost-effective way. So yeah, I'm hoping it's this winter we can possibly get some water buffalo. That is the goal. It might be, you know, springtime, summertime of next year. We'll see. It just depends on money and how close we are. If, you know, we're 50K away, I'm okay with taking a loan out for that. It's just that I don't want to have to take a loan out that's $200,000. If I could take a loan out that's less than like 75K, that would be preferred. And then I would have to pay it fairly quick back. I don't want to take a loan out then not pay it off for several years. I'm going to put a lot of effort into making sure we pay it off. Probably won't be able to buy much until then, you know. And if we do take one out, maybe I end up doing a handful more contracts to try to pay it off a little bit quicker. Well, we can park this in here for now. Until next time we'll need it in the field down there. This is, of course, done. Does it look like it's good and should be able to plant fine? Obviously, it looks weird there, but otherwise it looks good. Technically, it missed a small corner, but it didn't miss a corner with the right hail damage, so we can just direct drill it and be fine. I think if all goes well, this field here next time will be into grass officially. This one will hopefully be done harvesting. Maybe I can clear up the little bit of damage. We'll see. We'll have a better idea on how the grass and water buffalo kind of shake out probably closer to the winter. You know, if we're still a little bit away, we could, you know, turn this field into grass for literally one harvest. You know, cut it once. Because we can give water buffalo, I believe, for 80% either hay or silage. Of the two, I probably prefer to do hay. Bales are a lot bigger. So less, you know, place I gotta find to store them. I didn't even think about that. We gotta figure out a place to store these bales. Alright, so financially we are sitting at with oats at $68,500. So we made what, 26,000 off of that field? Something like that. So pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. Of course, we got a bunch of money in the rice rolls. Like I said, chili peppers by the time we sell it will be 15K. Garlic's way up there. A little bit of honey, you know. Lettuce, over $20,000. We'll have a decent amount of money to be sold. Obviously, strawberries. A little bit of canola, hopefully. I say hopefully because obviously I'm not 100% sure on the exact when that should be ready. I'm pretty sure it should be ready around December. But I've been wrong many times before. Of course, if we get water buffalo, we will have to consider getting a different trailer, different water trailer, tanker. I was kind of hoping the TARDIS pack would be back out by the time I needed it, but clearly it does not seem like that will happen, so we'll probably have to buy something like this. I used the TARDIS pack a lot in 22. That was like the main water trailer tanker I had. We'll see. Maybe by that time it'll be out. Obviously, by the time this video goes up, maybe it is out, but at recording it is not. Yeah, next month we'll be pretty busy, I would say. We'll be getting the grass field all primed and ready. I'll have to check on how much it is to buy bulk lime. We might consider doing that if it's fairly reasonably priced. Lime, you can buy it at $5.39. That's per 1,000 liters, I'm pretty sure. Well, bags are what, $4.50 I think they are now? $4.50 per 2,000. Obviously, if that amount is wrong, like if that's 2,000 liters, then let me know. But I know in 22 it would say a buy price now is for 1,000 liters. Yeah, we'll get this field here finished real quick, like. Yeah, it looks like it plants just fine once you cultivate the hail sections. That's definitely what we have to do, is cultivate in between whenever that happens. Cultivate the bad section. It's not too bad to do that, so. Like I said, we should be able just to cultivate the bad section and that's it. Shouldn't have to do the whole field. I'll possibly save a little bit of time doing that. Quite a bit of time, actually. We don't have the largest cultivator in the world, so we can save a little bit of time and just, direct drilling everything. It's quite nice. That looks like we got everything on this strip. I'll double check, obviously, to make sure we got every little bit. Just double checking here. It looks pretty dang good. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to plow or cultivate little bits in this field, it looks like. Literally, like, every single field has a little bit of hail damage. A bunch of the neighbors outside of this field, like every other field, has hail damage. Wow, that's kind of surprising how many fields have hail damage, actually. Well, I think that's about everything for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.